What's going on, guys? This is Miasin and welcome to my zombie punk deck profile. Very aggressive combo deck. It's actually crazy how many negates you can put up turn 1 if you not necessarily get lucky, but if you're just like not super unlucky. So yeah, very insane deck. And post game 1, this deck has the ability to like rivalry zombie world your opponent. But if you want to, you can actually main deck rivalry. It's pretty disgusting. And if you're playing the Curious and Griffin combo, you can search this indirectly on your turn 1. So if your opponent has like Dark Ruler Droplet, and you still make Rivalry Zombie World, basically everybody and their mother is going to be scooping against you. So before we get into this deck profile, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. If we manage to hit 1,000 likes on this video, I will be making a live stream on this deck as soon as we reach it. And now let's get right into the explanation. So I'm playing 2 Doom Kings because I felt like one wouldn't really be enough in a format where Call by the Grave, DD Crow, etc. all those cards exist. So if I would lose my one of Doom King, I don't want to be put in a position where my simplified game still will be bad. So that's the reason why I'm playing it at 2. But it's not like it shouldn't be a 3 of because it's also not a card that you're necessarily trying to hard draw. Sometimes it's not too bad because you can go Gozuki to summon the Doom King from the hand. But the majority of the time it's not like super broken. So 2 is way more than enough. And then 1 Ogre Dance, you can actually just afford not to play this card. It's not like super needed, but it is what it is. Triple Foxy Toon, triple Nessie, 1 Destrudo, very good card to mill. It's a dark monster as well, free tuner monster, so why not? 1 Changshi, this card is ridiculously broken. Just another uni-zombie, but it actually revives itself back when you banish it, so Chaos Ruler, a lot of synergy with this. Anyways, Artifact Scythe, obviously, Deer Node, the 1 of, it's just enough as a 1 of. Triple Banshee because it's a great card to mill, but only 2 Zombie World because you're like, you want to draw Zombie World a little less than you want to draw or mill the Banshee. Anyways, 1 Gozuki because it's a free extender in case you mill it, you get to summon a monster from the hand. And also it has the same effect as Uni-Zombie on the field, basically. Triple Mizuki, great card to mill as well. Great card to Foolish, and then triple Uni-Zombie. It's a dark monster, and it's a tuner monster. So it can be excavated with Chaos Ruler, and it can make Needle Fiber. So a big reason why we're playing this, and we're not trying to play Shiranui Solitaire, because it makes you lose to like Ash a little way too hard, whereas you know, ashing a Uni-Zombie isn't the best, because if I have another extender, I can still make Needle Fiber and keep playing from there, so it's like less impactful. And yeah, if you're playing Gamma, Shiranui Solitaire can make sense, but I'm really trying to play only board-breaking cards. Anyways, we're also playing the 1 Tsuchinoko, the 1 Jackalope, only 2 Xiamen, because we already have the 3 emergency teleport for it anyways, and if we play way too many, we start clogging on way too many normal summons. Anyways, the 1 of Jet Synchron, because it's a great card to summon off of Needle Fiber, and another great card to summon off of Needle Fiber would be the Glow Bloom. In theory, you can either search or special summon the Doom King, or now the Changshi because it is a level 5 or higher zombie monster. It's actually level 6. So that's it for the monsters. 29 monsters in a 42 card deck. Pretty good, you know, amount of cards to play in your deck in this format where you're not really trying to draw multiples. But yeah, anyways, 3 Dark Ruler no more with 3 Forbidden Droplet. Again, these cards can be drawn off of your dangers, so it's actually much better than the hand traps that you can draw for turn, draw off of your dangers. It's not the best. So even revealing a danger monster going second can actually apply pressure on your opponent because all you have to do is just draw that 1 of Blowout and you kind of just win the game. But yeah, anyways, Foolish Burial is a no-brainer in a deck like Zombie where every card in your deck basically is like super broken in the grave. You can Foolish for Destrudo as well, Mizuki, Banshee, etc. So the world is your oyster. 1 Call by the Grave, which is never really going to be deserving of an explanation because it's super obvious. Triple Emergency Teleport. And like I said, only 2 Zombie Worlds. So that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, I'm on 1 Baroness, 1 Red-Eye Zombie Dragon Lord, which is interchangeable with Shiranui Sun Saga. Another great level 10 Synchro monster that you can make. But these 2 are zombie monsters, so even under the zombie lock of either the Vampire Fascinator or the Glow Bloom, you are still able to make these monsters, whereas the Baroness is a little harder to summon, so you have to summon the Baroness very early in your combo instead of, you know, over these 2 cards. But anyways, Chaos Ruler, broken card, always trying to turbo this card out with your punk cards, or even sometimes with, you know, Uni-Zombie and like any other level 4 monster. Now, TG Wonder Magician that you summon off of Needle Fiber to pop your Artifact Scythe. And then you have a level 5 tuner that can quick sync, and a level 5 non-tuner so you can make another level 10 synchron on your opponent's turn. Formula Synchron is a level 2 tuner monster that draws a card on a special summon, or synchro summon, but Needle Fiber treats it as a synchro summon, and then you can quick sync on your opponent's main phase. So 2 plus 8, 8 being the Doom King, or basically any other monster, means that you can also make Baroness, so not too bad. And for the Xyz monsters, 2 monsters that, again, you can summon under the zombie lock. So Zombie Stein, Omni Negate, very good card, 4,500 attack as well, gigantic beef boy, and the Zombie Vampire, which is obvious. For the Link monsters, we are on Yukiona. I already showcased this card in my combo video, but this card is super broken. And we're also playing Access Code Talker with the other Yukiona, because they're all Yukionas, but this one is the Link 3 Yukiona. So I don't think you really use the on-field effect that much. But I mean, I guess if it's like special summon, you can target one effect monster upon controls, negate its effect, but what we really want to is the graveyard effect, so you can banish it from the grave and special summon one of your zombie synchro monsters that is banished or in your grave. Every synchro monster becomes a zombie when you have zombie world in your grave, zombie world on the field. You can always revive back anything, including Baroness, which is like completely free because it's an effect that you're using from the grave, but you can't revive back Baroness from the banished, obviously, because it's still a warrior in the banished, only a zombie in the grave. Anyways, Vampire Fascinator, this card is super broken because you steal monsters from your opponent's graveyard and field, and they become level 8 when you're trying to make the zombie vampire. So, in other words, sometimes you have like 0 level 8 monsters, but you can still make the zombie vampire only because you're using monsters that are owned by your opponent. So that's something that you really have to keep into consideration because a lot of decks can't do that, and that is the beauty with cards like Triple Tactic Talents, Change of Heart, and Mind Control, basically kind of increasing the consistency of your deck by turboing out the zombie vampire very fast. Anyways, Vampire Sucker, broken card, obviously, Dagda, Needle Fiber, and Relinquished Anima, which could also be Link Kuribo. So again, that's it for the extra deck and for the idea section. If you really want to turbo out like a lot of mill cards, Fairy Tail Snow is pretty broken because you mill a lot in this deck with Chaos Ruler and the Zombie Vampire. So if you have, you know, the ability to mill one Fairy Tail Snow, you're at least going to be able to use its effect once because you always mill like 5 and 4 cards. So you, by default, have like at least 9 cards in the grave. Not all those cards can necessarily afford, you know, be afforded to get banished, but still a bunch of them can. And you can quick sync with the Fairy Tail Snow so you can get it into the grave in your opponent's turn and revive it back again. Or you can Forbidden Droplet send it. Some very niche scenarios that will most likely never come up. But still, it's the kind of small little details that make a difference between a regular player and a very high level player. So yeah, I already explained the Shiranui Sun Saga. This card is super broken. And Skeletal Dragon Fellground, pretty good card, but it's a level 8 synchro monster, and you'd rather make Chaos Ruler the majority of the time. Even Omega is a little better because you recycle back your Mizukis from the bench to the grave, so you always have like a follow-up for next turn, and making your opponent lose 1 card is pretty fantastic. So overall, just a really good card. Even the graveyard effect is pretty nice, being able to shuffle back your opponent's Fairy Tail Snow into their deck. So very cool. Shooting Riser Dragon is another really good card that could allow you to get Fairy Tail Snow in the grave very early. And you can't really use the effect of whichever monster you foolish. But if you're sending cards like Banshee or Fairy Tail Snow, you can use their effects on your opponent's turn. So that's the one thing that Shooting Riser Dragon does remarkably well. And this Immortal Dragon monster is a level 6 monster that, again, basically has the exact same effect as Unizombie, Gozuki, and the Chengshi. So a little overkill. I don't think you really need that, but there are some very nice combos with this card. I just don't really know all of them. And finally, for the other cards, Appaloosa Unicorn with Masquerena. I used to play that a lot, but I think I removed it because I synchro summon more than ever now. And Dark, very good card because all of your monsters are dark. Well, for the most part, the Foxy Toon is light. That's how you can easily get the light attribute for Chaos Ruler. Because apart from that, good luck getting there. And yeah, no, Avenged Savior, great card going second, but going first it does absolutely nothing. I don't know why I'm playing Cross Out. You shouldn't play the card because you're not really trying to, you know, go Cross Out for hand traps. I guess you could go Cross Out for Dark Ruler, but whatever. And finally, Rivalry of Warlords, which definitely can be main decked. So that's pretty much it for this Zombie Punk deck profile. Let me know your thoughts about this deck in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.